Hi everyone, it's Vinny. I hope everyone is having a very happy and safe summer. Today's video is going to be on a very cool topic, and that's how to save money when you're on a budget and you live a plant-based lifestyle. And for those of you that eat plant-based, whether it be vegetarian or vegan, because I know there's a spectrum there, one of the biggest arguments you're going to hear from people that are not supportive is going to be that it's expensive. So what I found was that that was actually a lie. Personally, when I used to eat meat, I found myself spending much more money on the meats, the dairy, the eggs. Last year, for example, egg prices skyrocketed, and that was in part due to the bird flu outbreak. But that's neither here nor there. So basically, one of the things that I found too, as another example, was milk. It is about $3.50 a gallon near me. I don't know what it is across the states, but in Jersey, it's pretty pricey. So what I found is actually save money when I get my organic almond milk or soy milk. I usually get it for $1.99, sometimes cheaper. Actually, usually cheaper because I have a coupon too. So what I have for you today is going to be 6 steps, or 6 techniques, I should say, on how to save money when you're eating a plant-based diet. The first step is to go to a farmer's market. And I say this because when you go to a farmer's market, you'll find that you'll get cheaper fruits, vegetables that are grown seasonally, usually organic. You can ask, and you'll get them cheaper there versus getting them at the store because you're getting them right from the farmer. You'll also can get locally grown honey. I know some vegans don't eat honey, some do. I personally love honey, but that's totally up to the person. I see both sides of that. So honey, when it's locally grown, there's many benefits. I'll do a video on that, but that can be pricey if you get that at like a Whole Foods or a local health food store. So when you get it from an actual farmer, it is a bit cheaper. Another thing is for step 2, and that's use coupons. And a lot of people laugh when I say coupons because, truth be told, they think it's an old person thing. And like my grandparents, they like coupons. But I learned from them, when you use coupons, you actually will save money in the long run because you'll be getting a better deal. You'll be able to stretch $1 more. You can try new products. You'll add diversity to your diet. A good example was the Silk non-dairy yogurt. It's a new product made with soy. I was able to get that on sale, and I tried it and I liked it, and now they have these really good coupons for it, so I'll be saving at least 75 cents. The savings, even though it may seem minute, it is still money, and for those of you like me that are in college, savings are good. Let's put it that way. Any penny, any few cents you can save definitely saves you money on other things, because a lot of my money that I work for ends up going right to college, and then what I have left I spend on food, and then whatever's left of that, which is like pennies, is spent on clothes at usually TJ Maxx or something. Technique number 3, and that is take advantage of promotions. So most stores, whether it be ShopRite, Wegmans, Public, Meijer, I don't know I'm just guessing other stores. I travel sometimes. Local health food stores even, they'll offer promotions. So what that is they'll be saying something like if you have their membership, like the ShopRite, they use a Price Plus card. You can use that and you can save money and a few dollars on the item. Wegmans has that too. So let's say if you were going to get vegan cookies, for example, I'm just making something up. Vegan cookies for $5, you can use a promotion if you have their rewards card, and it'll be $3 instead of $5. And that is another way to not only save money, but you'll also get to try variety. When I go to the store, I usually shop on promo. I'll see, what's the new promotion, if there's a new product that's on sale, if they're offering a few cents off on this product, and I'll get a few and I'll try it, and if I like it, I'll get a few more, and that way I save money instead of just getting it for the regular price. Another one is you can that I wrote down because I have my notes here is if there's a certain talk. I know health food stores that have Whole Foods, Basil Bandwagon is another one. They have promotions, and when they have the promotional talks, they'll have like a wellness talk. They'll usually offer a sale in store. Another integrative pharmacy I went to, they'd have a homeopathic class, and then if you attended that class and you had proof of it, you would save money in the store. If you, on anything actually, you'd get like a certain percent off on your overall bill. So that always helps. You can save money that way. So tip number 4 is go to discount stores for basics. So basically, if you need either cheap cookware, sometimes I've gotten really good cookies, vegan cookies, and I've liked them at TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Home Goods, and they're great ways to get snacks that are plant-based. If you're either traveling, if you maybe don't have the money to go out and get them at ShopRite or Whole Foods, you can get them there. And they have quite a good variety, and you'll even get some really interesting cookware too. I've gotten some stuff that shout out to Lauren Miller, or sorry, Laura Miller, not Lauren. Laura Miller, shout out to her. One of her videos, and I forgot which one, she used something from TJ Maxx. I think it was like an olive oil sprayer. You get some really good cookware for cheap. That always helps too. I also get gluten-free flour, coconut oil, and maple syrup at TJ Maxx, usually very cheap compared to the other stores. Tip number 5 is to cook in bulk and bring your own lunch. So whether it be work, school, college, make your own lunch, because most places that offer food in either the workplace or the college, they tend to be very overpriced and very expensive. For example, when I worked at retail, the local mall, I'd save money, but it was very minute. So what I would do is I'd actually cook my own lunch. I not only was saving money, but I didn't have to worry about being late for work, because even though the mall was right near my job at the time, we'd be trucking back and forth through traffic. So that tended to scare everyone into thinking they were being late. So I was able to enjoy my lunch, actually chew my food, and chat with my fellow coworkers. So I even wrote down too, the average college lunch, and this is at my school, is about $8, and it can be more. This is just a rough estimate. People that get a lot of snacks, they can end up getting a $12 lunch, and that is very pricey. And so I wrote down the average college lunch is $8 or more. If you go to college part-time, 3 days a week, I calculated this. In 1 month, you're going to have spent $96 on food alone. That's basically the price of a cheap textbook. And what you can do when you bulk cook, you can batch cook. Cook a whole bunch of beans, rice in a certain way, and you can freeze those. And I learned this in Ruby Cooking School, and I'll probably put a link below, but I highly recommend taking Ruby's plant-based cooking school, because it teaches you how to live a healthier life and how to do these techniques. And bulk cooking actually helped me not only save money, but I can cook a variety. Instead of cooking different recipes all throughout the week, I'll do this week is beans with cilantro and some spice, and I'll be cooking it in many different ways for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so I get a variety. Instead of slaving away and then doing the beans, because you have to soak the beans, I'd make my beans fresh. Sorry if I'm going off on a tangent, but let's just say that it definitely adds up. If you cook constantly, like fresh food, it wears you down, even though it's worth it. So if you batch cook, you cook a good amount of food, and you can kind of portion down the meal sizes with it, and it'll last you a good week if you do it right. The last tip number 6, is buy and eat seasonally, and I can't stress this enough. This will save you money. So basically, just like fashions change with the seasons, the fall time is the warmer colors and all that, foods do the same thing. In summertime, you're going to see more peaches, cherries, things like that. In fall time, pumpkin spice, my favorite. Shout out to anyone who wants to get me a gift. Just kidding. But pumpkin, gourds, apples, all fall things. Winter is more kale, your chard, your very dark greens. And springtime is your usually kind of mimics summer, but it has some other flavors in there, like honeysuckles. You can eat flowers too. That'll be another video. So what I always say is the prices of food, and I wrote this down, they'll reflect that. So basically, when you eat and buy locally too, and this is when I say seasonally, you can go to the farmer's market and they usually have something that's locally grown. I have a farm stand near me that does that. When you do that, you're not only being sustainable, but you're actually not only improving your health because you get different nutrients from eating seasonally. Overall, you're going to be saving money too, because the prices, if, for example, when you eat conventionally, not seasonally, as what I say, if you have watermelon and you want that in the fall or winter time and it's not seasonally, they're going to have to ship that out, and then the prices reflect that. It ends up being like $4 or $3 for a watermelon versus like $1 something at a farmer's market or less. But all in all, that was it. I hope I described it enough. I'm sorry if I kind of rambled a little bit. I just try to get a lot of information in there. But let me know what you think, please, in the comments down below. Any questions you have. And before I end this video, the other thing I forgot to mention too was on the prices of meats. This is an added bonus. So meat, believe it or not, is $8 or more, and it really depends on the cut. Cheap cut, I found the lowest was about $8 at the store at a ShopRite, and that was for 16 ounces. So for a 16-ounce block of tofu, it's about $3.50 to $2, and once in a while, I find tofu locally for about $1.99 or less. And that really puts things in perspective on how you'll be saving money with that when you give up the meat and you eat plant-based. I'll be doing more videos on the plant-based living, plant-based eating, all of that. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. Have a very good day and a very, very good summer and 4th of July, because that's coming up.